We are your Bison Nation station.
And number one for classic rock that really rocks. 107.9 The Fox.
Now, here's today's headlines with the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
Can you tell me what day it is?
Today is Friday.
Friday the 13th. Ready for that?
Friday the 13th?
It's Friday the 13th.
It's Friday the 13th.
I'm not superstitious.
He's really superstitious.
Me superstitious? You must be kidding. There's no point in being superstitious.
Yes, there is. You are the unluckiest person in the world.
This show is the unluckiest show on the radio.
It's showtime.
Hey!
That's us.
And it's Friday.
Hey.
And it's Friday the 13th.
Scary.
And my oldest granddaughter, Paisley's birthday. She's double digits. She's 10.
Hey.
10 years old today. Happy birthday, Paige.
All her fingers.
Yep.
Nice.
Both hands. Boom. Boy, before you know it, she's going to be graduating.
Right?
Jeez.
Yeah, it goes by so quick.
Man.
Well, yeah, welcome to it. Here it is, the weekend, and that Fox forecast starting out a little, I don't know, spooky today, maybe, if you want to call it that.
More to the south.
Yeah, definitely way more to the south. But here in the FM area, we will see some rain and some wind. 50s for the high today. Tonight, maybe some more rain, just a slight chance, really, with an overnight low around 40. And then we'll see some sunshine come tomorrow and back to the 50s, even warmer for your Sunday. Check it out. The full Fox forecast for you at 1079thefox.com. We got 49 at 6:01.
Welcome to it, the 13th day of October. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe on a Friday. Well, a 20-year-old woman is seriously hurt after authorities say a vehicle hit her and kept driving. Happened down in Wapaton on the 400 block of 11th Avenue South around 7:40 yesterday evening. According to officials, two pedestrians were walking around the south shoulder of the road when a pickup driven by 52-year-old Chad Olson of Wapaton hit one of the pedestrians before driving off. The crash caused a 20-year-old from Wapaton to be thrown into the ditch. She suffered life-threatening injuries and was transferred to the Breckenridge Hospital before being transferred to Fargo-Sanford via life flight. Wapaton police were able to use information from the other pedestrian along with video gathered from the area to put out a description of Olson's vehicle. A tip from the public led them to a home in Wapaton where they found his vehicle and Olson was found nearby. He's charged with leaving the scene of an injury, crash, and criminal vehicular injury, which is an enhanced DUI charge. Both charges are felonies. Heavy winds overnight caused a rollover crash on I-94 in Otter Tail.
What's
Crash
that?
happened, right on I-94, just around 10:30 last night. Jeep traveling eastbound, blown over due to the wind right around the Fergus area. The driver of the Jeep, 31-year-old woman from Tampa, Florida, was transported to Lake Region Healthcare.
Ah, that had been
Boy,
so scary.
What the heck was that?
Yeah.
Blaming the coffee or something.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of fish, boy, it's a new era. Plenty of fish. It's a dating site, isn't it? Coined some new dating terms.
Oh.
PMI is premature intimacy.
Oh.
Riz-colored glasses is when you fall for the wrong woman or wrong person because they're so charismatic. And VBD is vision board dating, changing your location in the dating app to somewhere you're thinking of moving to. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Did you know Friday the 13th is one of the biggest days of the year for a tattoo?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Lots of tattoo shops have deals today.
Oh.
It's supposed to be good luck
Okay.
to get some ink
Well.
on Friday the 13th. And a 1981 DeLorean was found in Wisconsin with all its original parts.
Wow.
And it's only got 977 miles on it.
Wow.
Right?
I mean,
God, they're stupid in Wisconsin.
wow.
That's something. That's a treasure there. 52-year-old guy in Florida attacked his 103-year-old grandmother.
Oh.
Told the police he did it because she came at him. The man 6'3", 237. The grandma stats weren't released. I guess. Yeah. A Texas man hid cocaine in a box of Frosted Flakes.
Oh.
They're tweaked. And today's National No Bra Day.
Well, oh, well.
Yeah. Yes.
On Friday the 13th.
On Friday the 13th.
Wow.
How lucky is that? I can't wait to get home. And finally, Beyonce joins Taylor Swift at the premiere of her concert here on Wednesday night. It had been 2 days, and your gay friend's face is still frozen in a silent scream. My God, they're so excited. Everyone is so excited. There's your news for now.
Time now for sports on 107.9 The Fox.
Boldy backpedals down the wall. Back to the line. Faber, a shot. He scores! Brock Faber with the season's first goal. And Minnesota
Yeah, not only the Wild's first goal of the season, but Brock Faber, that was his first NHL goal. Fun story here, Brock played for the Gophers. So, nice to be playing for the Wild now.
That's cool.
And doing it at the pro
Coming
level.
home, kind of, you know?
Yeah, the Wild with the win over the Panthers to start the season 1-0 with a 2-0, or rather a 2-0 victory last night. So, way to go Wild. They're back in action tomorrow already at the Maple Leafs. Hockey season is here. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Braves, they were down 3-1 in the ninth last night and were threatening to come back against the Phillies when this happened.
2 on, 2 out, 1-2 the count. And did he go? He did! It's over! The Philadelphia Phillies are headed back to the National League Championship Series!
That's awesome. I had to give you that last call because that kid who just struck out and had the allowed the Phillies to move on is none other than Matt Strom from West Fargo.
How about that?
Who graduated back in 2010. So, yeah, very cool to have that connection, of course. And the Phillies, of course, going back for a second straight time as well. So, the Braves, who were the best by far, head and shoulders above everyone in the regular season, eliminated. Crazy.
Yeah.
So the Phillies will be hosting the Diamondbacks in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. That'll go down Monday night. Meanwhile, in the American League Championship, that'll be between the Rangers and the Astros, and that begins Sunday in Houston. Last night, Week 6 in the NFL kicked off on Thursday Night Football with the Chiefs beating the Broncos. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. 19-8 was the final. But that is the 16th straight time the Broncos have lost to the Chiefs. And yes, Swifty was in the house. But more importantly, you know who else was in the suite? Ed Kelsey. Finally, Ed.
The old man?
The old man was there. Things must be getting serious.
I don't know. Finally got some time for the old man. That's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, our Vikings are headed to Chicago for the first NFC North matchup of the season on Sunday. The Bears, of course, coming off that impressive win last Thursday night over the Commanders, 40-20. That ended their 14-game losing streak. Our Vikes, of course, will be without star receiver Justin Jefferson, so who knows what's going to happen in this one.
Right.
Kickoff is set for noon on Sunday again. Our Bison, they're on the road up there in Grand Forks. Yeah, and if you want to tailgate, we've got the ultimate tailgate package presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. You still have time to win free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. Go check out our post now on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. We'll be drawing one lucky fan after the show. And if you want to be sitting on the 50 for their next home game, make sure you stop at the Spirit Shop and register for your chance to win those, not only on the 50-yard line, but in the second row on the Bison side.
Yeah.
Because our next drawing is coming up at 10 a.m. this
TikTok,
morning.
yeah, get in there if you can.
Official rules and information anytime, again, at the website. That's where you can check it out, that Fox forecast for your Friday the 13th. Rainy and windy and 53 tonight, down to around 40 tomorrow, back to the 50s, but dry. The rest of your weekend forecast again at 1079thefox.com. 49 now at 6:11.
Sam's 3 quick picks coming up. Who's he got in the NFL for this weekend? We'll talk about it next.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show
with Sam's 3 quick picks.
On 107.9, The Fox.
We need your NFL 3 quick picks for the weekend, man, so we can go lose money.
Hey, if you've been following the picks, you would be up right now. You'd be up. We're one game up. We're one game above 500. Going to keep it that way.
That's right. Overall, Sammy's 8-7 on the season. So
that's over 500.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We're up. We're up. We profited. Yeah, we're profiting
right now.
Better
profit.
Especially at the beginning of the season where it's usually tougher to pick.
It's like the stock market. Just ride it out. Ride it out. Just ride it out with me.
Let it ride.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start with your lock for the weekend, and that is?
All right, lock for the weekend. Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. They're playing this game overseas, part of the international series.
Germany,
I believe. So they did the London games, right? Baltimore, 4-point favorite against Tennessee. Tennessee just lost to my Colts. and my Colts had not won a home game in forever. I mean, I think it was like we snapped like a 7-game losing streak at home. I just think the Titans are bad. So I'll say the Ravens cover this game, and they're coming off a tough loss against Pittsburgh. They're going to, Lamar Jackson slamming his helmet in frustration at the end of that game. I think they got a chip on their shoulder. Now, Tennessee, good defense. I think Vrabel will have them up for that game. I like the Ravens, though. Give me the Ravens -4. I think they cover in Germany. Get some good bratwurst or something.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Give me the Ravens.
Yep.
Ravens is my lock this week.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to that upset pick of the weekend.
All right, upset of the weekend. Now, do I have to pick the team outright, or do I have to pick the team with the points? Am I able to do that there?
You can take the points.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do for the upset here, I'm going to go Giants are 14-point dogs against the Bills. That is a ton of points. Now, the Giants are horrible. Yeah. The Giants are horrible, and the Bills are starting to click right now. Saquon Barkley's going to be back for the Giants. I think they're going to get a little bit of a spark there. They're desperate. Give me the Giants +14 against the Bills. I just think that's way too many points.
That's
a lot. So lock it in. That line might shrink a little bit. That's the Sunday night game in Buffalo. Who knows? Crazy things happen on Sunday night sometimes. I'll take the Giants +14. That's the upset.
There seems to be, again, some drama on the sidelines with Stephon Diggs and his attitude.
Guy. Good God, yeah.
He is
the big crybaby.
Yeah, he is an interesting character. Yeah.
That's too bad because he's got a lot of talent.
He does.
Yeah.
All right, so the bonus pick for this weekend, we weren't going to do the Vikings and Bears because that kind of seemed like a slam dunk, but the Bears finally won after, 14-game losing streak?
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings coming off again, another tough loss.
Yeah, guys, it's getting bad.
And now they lose, their best player, Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
So we go into the Windy City where it's always tough for us. It's always difficult for the Vikings to win in Chicago.
Yep.
So that's the bonus pick here. Who you got between our Vikings and the Bears?
I start to wonder, watching that Chiefs game for the Vikings. I mean, couldn't get organized again at the end when they're trying, take a delay a game on 4th and 7. You make it harder on yourself. It's 4th and 12. Right.
We had another turnover to start the game.
On the first play from scrimmage.
Again.
You had an opportunity, and you were only down by a score in that game at the end of the day. You had
the
a
one
chance.
we gave them.
You cleaned some things up. You have a chance to win that game. Now you're starting to peek into the future if you're the Vikings, right? They're talking about a draft pick. And, this is kind of the beginning of, you got the Niners after this game if you're the Vikings, so that's going to be a loss. But you win this game, let's say you lose to the Niners, but then I think they've got a lot of winnable games. Like the Broncos are in there somewhere. The Raiders are still in there to come.
It
AFC
sure looked
West.
like the Chiefs were trying to give us that game.
Yeah,
They just...
But the refs keep...
Taylor Swift wearing a mask in a zebra suit.
Some questionable calls. That's where we found out that's where actually Swifty was. She was on the field.
Yes.
Incognito. Yep.
Incognito. The fix was in.
Wearing the stripe.
Her burly arms.
I look at this game, guys, and the Bears, right? Nobody saw that coming last Thursday when they just exploded against the Commanders. They exploded. They finally got off the schneid. 2.5-point favorites, the Bears in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, sorry, Vikings 2.5. Vikings 2.5 on the road. I think, again, and the Vikings keep killing me. I'd be curious. I'm one up on the picks here, and I'd be curious how many of the Vikings have been a swing and a miss here. But I'll go Vikings. Give me the Vikings to win. Jordan Addison, big game with JJ out. Hopefully TJ Hawkinson, a big game. Those two are on my fantasy team, so I'm going to go Vikings to beat the Bears. That's my pick.
I like
That's
your
my
thinking.
pick.
I do, too.
Yeah.
All right, that's, again, Sam's 3 quick picks from the NFL, recapping what he took. The Ravens over the Titans in his lock.
Yep.
The Giants to cover the 14 over the Bills in his upset. And, again, as you just heard, the Vikings over the Bears.
And that's why the ladies love you.
Hey.
That's Sam Eden.
That's why, man. Good picks. Appreciate you guys.
Country, you bet.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
All right, Dave, tell me if you've been in this situation before. You're watching the game. You got to go to the bathroom. But the game's too good to walk away from, so you're just going to wait till commercial, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as the commercial comes on, you get that sensation. Your urge to pee grows.
Yeah.
They got a term for that. It's called latchkey incontinence.
I believe that. And I believe that it's probably because you know you're close to going to the bathroom, and that's when it's the worst time ever.
Yeah. In fact, your brain knows you're close. It tells your bladder muscles to contract.
So that increases the pressure.
Mm-hmm. So this term, latchkey incontinence, they named it that because it tends to happen while you're fumbling for your keys at the front door, they say.
Oh, my God. Yeah. When you get out of the car in your driveway and you have to pee, it's the worst right there.
Yeah. And it's just a natural response. And you can't really trick yourself into thinking you have more time. It knows. It knows you're almost there.
It knows.
But they say the more it happens, the more likely it will happen again. So if you can break that pattern, it might happen less.
Okay.
All right.
Or work on those Kegels. Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in that situation.
It's the worst. Yeah. And you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you wish you had a pee pad because you're leaking like a sieve.
You can't drop your drawers quick enough when you're standing there in front of the toilet.
Oh, my God. You're chipping off porcelain, man.
You go into your own touchdown dance for other reasons.
This is the Fox Morning Show.
Now, here's what's trending on 107.9 The Fox.
All right, so tell me what you think of this. And keep in mind that this guy is singing all of the instruments. His voice is taking place of all of the instruments.
So drums, keyboard, guitar,
trumpets, trombones, flutes.
Wow.
Everything you can think of in an entire orchestra.
Okay.
He's doing it with his voice. Listen to this.
This is like the guy from Police Academy.
Yeah.
Michael, what's his name? They used to do all the noises and stuff. Yeah, this is like the next generation. This is cool.
Yeah, this guy's name is Matthew Van Ness. He's a YouTuber, and he's singing all of this.
Wow.
Again, that's all done by his voice. He's singing all the parts.
And layering it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously can't do it all at the same time. Yeah, unless, he's got multiple personalities, and that's his problem.
And, of course, that's the tune from Indiana Jones. We all know that theme.
Yeah, iconic. Wow.
Yeah.
What a cool skill. There's a party favor.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, do that one thing again.
You come over here by the fire. I want to show these guys something about you.
That would be fun to have him as a friend.
KPFX and HD1, Kindred, Fargo, Moorhead.
And KDLB HD3, Breezy, Detroit Lakes.
It just rocks your world. Locally owned and operated by Radio FM Media. We are your Bison Nation station.
And #1 for classic rock. That really rocks. 107.9 The Fox.
Now, here's today's headlines with the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
Can you tell me what day it is?
Today is Friday.
Friday the 13th. Ready for that?
Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th.
It's Friday the 13th.
I'm not superstitious.
She's really superstitious.
Me superstitious? You must be kidding. There's no point in being superstitious.
Yes, there is. You are the unluckiest person in the world.
This show is the unluckiest show on the radio.
It's showtime.
It's true.
We're so unlucky, we're lucky.
Yeah, right?
Like almost we came around 180 degrees.
Are you superstitious?
Yes.
Yeah?
I am. To a point.
Yeah. When it comes to sports, I'm totally superstitious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not Wade Boggs, superstitious. Got to eat a chicken dinner before every game kind of thing, But yeah, I am. I'm superstitious.
Yeah.
Why take chances?
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I wear the same pair of socks every game. Unwashed. Yeah. You can't wash them.
Right.
You'll wash the luck out. Mm-hmm. That's how people think. I think that's how I think.
That's right. Well, welcome to it again. Nonetheless, it's Friday the 13th. The best part of that, it's Friday, right? So that Fox forecast for your weekend, starting out with some rain today and wind. Daytime high reaching 53. Tonight, slow down to around 40. Tomorrow, back to the 50s, but dry Saturday and Sunday, and even a little warmer for your Sunday. Get all the details right there at our website at 1079thefox.com. We're at 48. Again, we're doing good in these parts.
Yep.
Not so much south of here.
Not so lucky down there.
No. If you've got travel plans for the weekend to go to, like, maybe even Wahpeton or Sioux Falls, or even worse, the Black Hills, you might want to rethink that. Just look ahead. Yeah. You'll be good. You'll be good. Again, 48 at 7:04.
Yep. Well, here's what's happening on Friday the 13th. Happy birthday to my granddaughter, Paisley. She's 10 today.
Hey.
Hey, sure up. Hi, Paige. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, here's what's shaking in our corner. They go, boy, did this week whip by or what?
Oh, boy,
I'm glad it's not just me. It went fast. Here it is, 13th day, almost 2 weeks into October. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. Heavy winds overnight caused a rollover crash on I-94 in Otter Tail. The crash happened just after 10:30 last night, when a Jeep traveling eastbound was blown over due to the wind right around the Fergus Falls area. The driver of the Jeep, a 31-year-old woman from Tampa, Florida, was transported to Lake Region Health Care. Scary moment yesterday as a 20-year-old woman is seriously hurt, and authorities say a vehicle hit her and kept driving. Happened around 7:40 last night in the 400 block of 11th Avenue South in Wahpeton. According to officials, two pedestrians were walking along the south shoulder of the road when a pickup driven by 52-year-old Chad Olson of Wahpeton hit one of the passengers before driving off. She was thrown into the ditch. She suffered life-threatening injuries and was transferred to a Breck hospital before being transferred to Sanford via life flight. Wahpeton police were able to use information from other pedestrians along with video gathered from the area to put a description of Olson's vehicle out. A tip from the public led them to a home in Wahpeton where they found his vehicle, and Olson was found nearby. He's charged with leaving the scene of an injury, crash, and criminal vehicular injury, which is an enhanced DUI charge. Both charges are felonies. And maybe you didn't hear me say this last hour, but did you know Friday the 13th is one of the biggest days of the year for a tattoo?
I didn't know that.
I don't think I ever did either.
What's the connection there?
I'm not sure. Maybe the anti-culture thing of tattoos forever, could be that. A lot of tattoo shops, you might want to look, have deals today, and it's supposed to bring good luck to get inked on a Friday the 13th.
All right.
And finally, ABC may do the Golden Bachelorette.
Really?
Man, I miss the days when the only thing we watched old people watch on like Reverse Mortgage or something like that.
Yeah.
Do we need to see an old lady run through 20 guys in a couple of months? Isn't that why we have Cher? Right? Yes. There's your news for now.
Time now for sports on 107.9 The Fox.
Goldie backpedals down the wall. Back to the line. Faber, a shot. He scores! Brock Faber with the season's first goal. Minnesota leads.
Oh, Brock Faber, not only the first goal of the season for the Wild, but his first NHL goal, and it's a great story because Faber was a star for the Gophers, so he's playing for the home state team, really. Yeah.
Local boy done good story.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it.
The Wild went on to win 2-0 over the Panthers to open up the season in the win column. They're right back in action tomorrow on the ice at the Maple Leafs. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Braves were down 3-1 in the ninth last night and were threatening a comeback against the Phillies when this happened.
2 on, 2 out, 1-2 the count. And did he go? He did! It's over! The Philadelphia Phillies are headed back to the National League Championship Series!
And that's an awesome local story because that's West Fargo native Matt Strom who got the save for the Phillies last night as the Braves were beaten 3-1. The best team in baseball all season, head and shoulders above everybody else.
Atlanta? Yeah.
Yeah, they had 104 wins. 104 wins, and they're done. They're out. Wow, huh? So that sets up a matchup between the Phillies and the Diamondbacks in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series on Monday night. The American League Championship, that'll get underway on Sunday in Houston between, again, the Rangers and Astros. Last night on Thursday Night Football, the Chiefs beat the Broncos. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, 19-8. Swifty, yes, was in the house, but more importantly, you know who else was? Ed Kelsey.
Dad.
Finally, Dad was there. So it must be getting serious now, huh?
Oh. Maybe Mom got tired of going?
No, Donna was there too.
Donna was there too. Yeah. She's not going to let him go with Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Because she gets
Keep
pretty
an eye
handsy.
on that.
I don't know if you noticed. Very handsy.
Yeah, very friendly girl.
She was holding Mahomes' wife there. What's her name? I think Brittany.
I think
it's
know.
Brittany, but
She was holding her?
very tight for a very long time.
I'm holding on to it, darling.
Meanwhile, our Vikings are headed to Chicago for their first NFC North matchup of the season. The Bears coming off that impressive Thursday night win from last week where they blew out the Commanders 40-20. And, of course, we're coming off that heartbreaker against the Chiefs. And we're going into the Windy City without our star, Justin Jefferson.
Maybe it'll make maybe it'll make everybody step up all that much more.
Right?
Quit resting on your laurels.
Yes.
Get the job done.
Let's do this.
Stop giving them points.
Kickoff at noon on Sunday. And our Bison are up there in Grand Forks. That's right. Who's making the trip up I-29? Well, if you're going to be going and tailgating, we still have that ultimate tailgate package that you can win just in time for that. It's presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective. Free meat, free booze, and autographed football from this year's Bison football team. We'll draw one lucky fan after the show. So make sure you're a fan of the Fox on Facebook at 1079thefox.com for your chance at that. And if you want to be sitting on the 50 next Saturday for the Bison's next home game, well, stop at the Spirit Shop and drop your name in the box because Dave's going to be over there drawing one lucky fan at 10 a.m. this morning.
10 a.m. sharp, so get there as soon as you can. I hope you win.
That's your Fox Sports. That Fox Forecast again today. Some rain and wind and 50s for the high tonight, around 40 tomorrow, dry and back to the 50s, and creeping into the mid to upper 50s by Sunday.
Hey.
All the details at 1079thefox.com. We've got 48 right now at 7:14.
And we're playing UND tomorrow. And we don't have a trophy anymore. That was the thing forever. And should we? And what should it be? We'll talk about it. We'll ask the voice of the Bison, Sam Niederman. He'll weigh in on it well. Coming up.
This morning at 9, stay tuned to the Fox for 60 minutes of commercial-free classic rock as we shut up and rock.
We're the station that's #1 for commercial-free classic rock that really rocks. 107.9 The Fox.
Don't care. no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more.
Halloween. It's the holiday for those that don't give a shit. Boo. Ha! Get it? Sheet.
Now back to more classic rock that really rocks your Foxtober.
107.9 The Fox.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
All right, so Sam, all week we've been talking about, lighting a fire under this matchup between our Bison and the Fighting Hawks with once again bringing back a rivalry trophy to play for, because it once was the nickel.
Right. This is in the top 10 of oldest rivalries of collegiate sports in the nation.
Yeah.
So that's not something we should let go. I think that, that's only been in the last few years when they changed divisions, that kind of changed a little bit, and now that they're we're all back together again. It's time to relight that. We need a trophy because we lost the nickel trophy. That's
right. It's in a museum right now. I think it's out in Bismarck in a museum.
Yeah, there's flies on it and stuff.
So we threw it to our listeners, our Fox listeners, the smartest listeners in the biz. Should NDSU and UND play for a trophy again? And if so, what should it be? We've got some great suggestions here. We'd like to throw some of these at you.
Yeah.
See what you think. Josh said a sandbag. Now, you're not from these parts. So up and down the Red River Valley, we've had to fight floods for many, many years.
Yeah, sandbag's a dirty word in the spring, you know.
Yeah.
Sandbag would make sense. But is that something you want to win, though? A sandbag? Probably not.
I'm gonna say niet on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I see the concept.
Yeah, I do.
Try to tie it in, but yeah.
I see it.
Maybe we could do better. Yeah.
Yep. I like TJ Schmidt's suggestion. How about the national championship trophy? All right. That's a valid point, TJ.
Just decide it right there.
Yeah.
Nobody else gets a shot at it. It just us. Yeah.
There's Matt Ferris, and I'm not surprised by his comment here. He said a keg. We should play for a keg.
That's got a big problem.
Yeah. I think that's the front runner right now. That's
Kelly
pretty
Mortensen says a 30-pack of Natty Light. Now you're talking.
We're still trying to figure this one out, but it's one of our favorites. We have a listener who suggested we play for a man who's shrugging.
Me?
Yeah.
And a little audio on there. That you just push the button, it goes. Me?
The little shrugging man. Yeah.
A little generic, irrelevant man. Yeah.
Tammy has another great suggestion. Again, it ties in something that we're all familiar with here in the Red River Valley. She says a brass sugar beet.
That's like some of these rivalry trophy guys. Like, guys, these are some of the weirdest things.
Yeah, people are going to think it's a human heart, first of all. It's kind of weird.
You get some weird ones. Like, so I went to Indiana, and Michigan State have a trophy. It's the old brass spittoon.
We were talking about that one.
We were talking about the spittoon.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then Indiana produced the old oaken bucket. You know, I played for a bucket. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah.
Well,
what is it, a sugar beet? Is that
a sugar beet. There's the Paul Bunyan axe. That, of course, the Badgers and the Gophers play for.
Right.
And then we talked about the other trophy that the Gophers play for against the Iowa Hawkeyes, which is the pig.
The pig, yes. And honestly, that one might take the cake. That's a pretty good one right
Did you know that started out as a real pig at one time? They would offer up a real prize hog to the winner.
It eventually died. So they went with
yes.
But boy, was it good. It was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
It was a delicious death. Before here, you were at Stony Brook in New York. So what did they have anything like that?
You know,
what were they? The Seawolves over there?
Yeah, the Seawolves. I mean, what was we played Hofstra. Hofstra was our.
Is that a girls' college?
No, you would think. I mean, Hofstra and Stony Brook had a rivalry. It was the battle for Long Island, but there was no trophy associated with it.
Just bragging rights.
Yeah, just bragging rights. And I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, that Natty Light just stumped me. I mean, that's just...
It does stick to you a little bit. Yeah. It does. That's true. Yeah.
Well, we still have the Dakota marker that we're playing.
Dakota marker. That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
that
when we take on the Jackrabbits later. But we appreciate your thought. Now, I'll tell you what. I think it could inspire the rivalry to become bigger and better.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Someone had wrote the skull of Rocky Hager, but he's still alive, so that's a problem.
That is amazing.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Oh, my gosh.
Now we wait.
Oh, my.
All right. Thanks, Sammys.
Thank you, guys.
Voice of the Bison. You bet. Rock solid.
You're listening to the Fox Morning Show.
Coming up next, Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. And now it's time for Dave's Deep Thought with your radio pal, Dave Jacobs.
On 107.9 The Fox.
If someone says they're going to open up a can of whoop ass, that means someone out there is canning whoop ass. I'd be more afraid of that second guy.
Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Look who's in us hanging out from the deep insiders. Andy Rickman, you bet. Rock solid. It's the insiders.
Oh, thank you, guys. Great to be here. I love the clapping. That's great. I always feel very welcomed in the Fox studio.
Well, you are always very welcome here, man. We always like to pick your brain on sporty stuff, and this Friday's no different.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
Yeah, well, you being a Bison insider, so all week we've been talking about maybe bringing back a trophy for NDSU and UND to play for. So
I would love a trophy.
Okay, that was question one.
I'm with you.
Would you like to see that again?
I think trophies overall are maybe overdone. You look at our neighbors just to the east. Minnesota's got like 6 or 5 or whatever. Iowa, Wisconsin. You don't need one with Michigan. You don't need the little brown jug anymore. Just retire the thing, especially since Michigan always wins it. But one good one would be nice. You got the marker, which is phenomenal. But when you've also got an in-state rival, I think you should play for something extra. It's kind of cool when everyone rushes across the field to grab a trophy. Yeah.
Well, and we've heard some say that this isn't a rivalry anymore. That's why you don't have a rivalry trophy. Well, I think it still is.
It's growing.
And now we're back in the division together.
Yeah. How can it not be when you're an hour from each other?
Right.
It'd be one thing if you were in Fargo and Mandan. Maybe not, right?
Maybe.
But you're an hour from each other. This is, and it's for me, it's not NDSU, SDSU. That's the number one rival, mainly because of the competition. Clearly, they've beaten NDSU a number of times now, and they've won a national title. The rivalry with NDSU and UND is a rivalry. It's a big rivalry. And every year it starts to ratchet up a little bit more. It probably will get ratcheted to another level if, and crossing my fingers this never happens, but if UND ever does win a game in it, then it will get ratcheted up to another level.
Well, we come to find out it's the 8th oldest in the country.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't let that go.
No, you can't. And maybe this will inspire the next generation that doesn't think it's a rivalry, because there is something they're playing for other than just bragging.
It is. You should hear what they're saying about you up in Grand Forks.
In fact, we've got a lot of great suggestions on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. We've kind of been going over those all week. Deanna says, how about one of those large bowling trophies?
Yes.
See, I'm kind of thinking that way, too. I think, altered. Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Just go to one of the trophy stores. Get like a golf trophy or something like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, something fun.
Robin thought maybe a bucket of snow. I'm not sure how we would get a bucket of snow at this point.
How about this one for you? Instead of a trophy, the winning city gets the losing city's snowplows for the winter.
Oh. Boy, that would be a lot.
The losing city has to shovel out every snowstorm.
Ooh, that could get difficult.
They're just not going to do it.
Might shut down businesses at that point.
They just won't comply.
You know how mad some people would be?
Yeah.
There would be some upset people.
Yeah, don't do that because we might lose.
David said, hear me out. How about a trophy the shape of a buffalo with wings? And then that way Buffalo Wild Wings can also sponsor it, and we can make some money.
I like the way he's thinking. He's thinking with his wallet a little bit there.
Is David on our sales team?
If not, he should be.
You're hired, David.
Well, maybe we can get free wings out of it, too. I like David's thinking. But again, the nickel was there for many, many, many years.
Yeah, since 1938, and until obviously this run here in this conference, as UND changed their name to the Fighting Hawks. So, 1938, it was a long-lasting rivalry. It was a great trophy. I understand why it was retired, but I would have loved to just do a new nickel with the different logo on it. Put a hawk or something, whatever you wanted to on the other side of it instead of the Sioux head. But they decided to do what they did, and I understand why. But yeah, fighting for a trophy is cool. They have a little something extra on the line. That's one of the best things about the marker game every year is when usually, hopefully, NDSU runs across the field down there in Brookings, and they grab the marker and they raise it up. That's the picture you see in the newspaper. Yep. That's the picture you see on the televisions, is holding up the marker.
That's the equivalent of holding up the bloodied head on the field of battle, or the scalp, or whatever. It's boiled down.
Maybe that's the trophy, a bloodied head.
Bloodied head.
There we go.
Yes. Once again, like I said before, the skull of Rocky Hager. If only he weren't dead.
We're very
Somebody
happy
actually suggested that on our fan
But
page.
he's not dead. That's the problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
But as soon as he dies.
Right, yeah. So don't tell Rocky. but we got a plan.
He's a little morbid, but I kind of like it.
Why? Hey, and then he lives on forever.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I don't know if Rocky would look at it that way, but it's one way to look at it.
The legacy is there. Well, thanks for joining us there, Andy. Again, I'm glad to hear that you're in our corner because we think that there should be something that the two teams should play for again as well.
Yeah, 100%. It's a great rivalry. It really is, and it has gotten ratcheted up each and every year. 2 years ago, going to UND, going to Grand Forks and 100%. Playing there. Phenomenal atmosphere. It's going to be basically a sellout there again. Yep. Looking forward to the raucous atmosphere. I know there's going to be a bunch of Bison fans, though, and that's the key, and try and get another win up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
I don't even think it's Grand Forks. I think it's mediocre Forks.
We
personally.
expect everyone's worst behavior while you're up there.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, dear, and you back. Rock solid.
Thank you, guys.
Bison Insider.
Here's today's headlines with the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9, The Fox.
Can you tell me what day it is?
Today is Friday.
Friday the 13th. Ready for that?
Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th.
It's Friday the 13th.
I'm not superstitious.
She's really superstitious.
Me superstitious? You must be kidding. There's no point in being superstitious.
Yes, there is. You are the unluckiest person in the world.
This show is the unluckiest show on the radio.
It's showtime.
Yeah, well, I think it was my dad who always said if I wasn't unlucky, I wouldn't be lucky at all or something.
If it wasn't
like
for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Yeah.
That's how he said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there is that, right?
It's from watching Hee Haw,
Is that what that's from?
Yeah. Doom,
Which was on?
and agony on me. Whoa.
That was on in our house all the time.
Dark depression, extended misery. That's it.
Yep, that's for sure. Well, really bad luck for those that are living south of us.
Whoa.
South Dakota is getting hammered with this latest storm that's rolling through. But we're right on the edge of it, and I don't know how much we're going to get. They're a little unsure as well, the experts. We just are reporting what they're saying, and that Fox forecast does say rainy and windy today, and 53 for the high. Tonight, slight chance of some more rain with a low around 40, but then by tomorrow, sun should peek through, back to the 50s, and even warmer on Sunday into the mid to upper 50s. All that right there at our website anytime at 1079thefox.com. We got 48 now at 8:02.
Not too bad, huh?
No.
And, right there in the middle of October already. Here it is, the 13th day of October, Friday the 13th. Happy birthday to my granddaughter, Paisley. She's 10.
All the fingers.
Both hands today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. Welcome to your Friday. You made it. Sad to report that a 20-year-old woman is seriously hurt after authorities say a vehicle hit her and kept driving. The crash happened around 7:40 yesterday evening in the 400 block of 11th Avenue South in Wahpeton. According to officials, two pedestrians were walking along the south shoulder of the road when a pickup driven by 52-year-old Chad Olson of Wahpeton hit one of the pedestrians before driving off. The crash caused a 20-year-old from Wahpeton to be thrown into the ditch. She suffered life-threatening injuries and was transferred to a Breck hospital before being transferred to Sanford via Lifeline. Wahpeton cops were able to use information from the other pedestrian along with video gathered from the area to put a description of Olson's vehicle. A tip from the public led them to a home in Wahpeton where they found his vehicle and Olson was found nearby. He was charged with leaving the scene of an injury crash and criminal vehicular injury, which is an enhanced DUI charge. Both charges are felonies. Heavy winds yesterday, overnight actually, caused a rollover crash on I-94 in Otter Tail. Happened just after 10:30 last night when a Jeep traveling eastbound was blown over due to the wind right around the Fergus Falls area. It does get bad there. Yeah. Really open. Mm-hmm. The driver of the Jeep, a 31-year-old woman from Tampa, Florida, was transported to Lake Region Healthcare. A 104-year-old woman, well, it's sad to report she died, but it was after setting the record for the world's oldest skydiver.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope that wasn't what killed her.
Oh, God.
I'm sure the view was great.
Yeah.
Today's Friday the 13th. Just to be safe, try to avoid black cats unless it's Sam Jackson. It's also National No Bra Day.
Oh, wow.
How about that, huh? Which is like every day at Walmart, but still, something you might want to mention at home.
All right.
Yeah. And 42% of Americans say they've witnessed something paranormal in their home.
Oh.
Like conversations at dinner.
Ooh,
weird. you thought your flight was bad. A flight in Mexico was delayed for more than 2 hours due to a mosquito infestation aboard the plane.
In where? Mexico?
In Mexico. How? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
Mexican mosquito.
Yeah, they're the worst, too, man. And that is your news for now.
Time now for sports on 107.9 The Fox.
Boldy backpedals down the wall. Back to the line. Faber, a shot. He scores! Brock Faber with the season's first goal. And Minnesota leads.
Woohoo! Yeah, not only the Wild's first goal this season, Brock Faber's first NHL goal. So, a cool milestone for the kid who played for the Gophers and now playing for the home state team, the Wild, who went on to win last night over the Panthers 2-0, and they start the season in the win column. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're back on the ice again tomorrow at the Maple Leafs. Meanwhile, in baseball, the Atlanta Braves were down 3-1 in the ninth, and were threatening a comeback against the Phillies when this happened.
2 on, 2 out, 1-2 the count. And did he go? He did! It's over! The Philadelphia Phillies are headed back to the National League Championship Series!
And picking up that save, hometown kid from West Fargo. Graduated in 2010. Congrats to Matt Strom, pitching last night to pick up the save again for the Phillies. That's pretty special.
Yeah, it's super.
Yeah. So that sets up a matchup between the Phillies and the Diamondbacks in Game 1 of the National League Championship. That'll happen Monday night. Meanwhile, the American League Championship between the Rangers and Astros begins Sunday in Houston. Last night, down there in Kansas City, here I go. The Chiefs beat the Broncos. Not as bad as I thought. 19-8. It was kind of a respectable game, even though that makes 16 straight losses in a row for the Broncos against the Chiefs.
That's tough.
God, Patrick Mahomes has never lost to them. He owns them.
Jeez, that's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. Yes, Swifty was in the house, and so was Ed Kelsey, though. Good to see Ed finally. Never see the dad.
He's always working.
Yep. So Donna can travel. And his kids are playing football. Yeah.
No, that's okay. We're fine.
Oh, our Vikings are headed to Chicago for their first NFC North matchup of the season. Of course, the Bears coming off that impressive win last Thursday night, 40-20 over the Commanders. We're coming off that heartbreaker against the Chiefs and going into the Windy City without our star wide receiver, Justin Jefferson. Hard for me to even wrap my head around all this at this point. It just seems like it's gone from bad to worse for us.
I don't know what to expect anymore.
I don't either. Kickoff at noon. It'll be a surprise for all of us. And our Bison up there in Grand Forks playing for nothing. We've been talking about it all week. They got nothing to play for other than, of course, bragging rights and a win. No trophy, though. But you know what?
No, it's a divisional win, so that's important.
Yeah, conference
win. Conference win. Yep.
But if you're going to make the trip and do some tailgating, how about we hook you up with the ultimate tailgate package presented by Valley Made Smoked Meats and the Green and the Gold Collective? You could still win some free meat, free booze, and an autographed football from this year's Bison football team. We'll be trying one lucky fan after the show. So just go to our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com for your chance to win. And if you'd like to be sitting on a 50 next Saturday at the Fargo Dome when we host Western Illinois, make sure to stop at the Spirit Shop. Drop your name in the box. Dave's going to be over there at 10 a.m. this morning, drawing one lucky fan.
All right, I hope it's you.
Official rules and information anytime at 1079thefox.com. That's where you can find that Fox forecast today. Rainy, windy, lower 50s. Tonight around 40 for the overnight low. And tomorrow, again, lower 50s, but some sunshine. And then upper 50s by Sunday. It's 48 now at 811.
The Bison Blitz is on. Sam Niederman.
I'm ready.
The voice of the Bison.
Horns up. Go Bison, baby.
Joins the Fox Morning Show to talk Bison football. Presented by Pendleton Whiskey at 107.9 The Fox.
Hey, it's Friday. That means our buddy, Sam Niederman, voice of the Bison, 1660. You bet. Rock solid. Well, how's it going, man? Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday. Go Bison. Great to be here with you guys. As always, this is one of my highlights of the week. week, so I've been looking forward to it.
Well, we love when you come in, man. It's always a great time.
Yeah, we're talking football, so that's always fun. And we're talking NDSU, UND. Some say it's no longer a rivalry. Some say it's, of course, the longest rivalry.
Yeah,
right?
no, isn't it an interesting debate? I'd be curious to see what you guys think about it. I mean, Dave, earlier in the week, you had me on the hunt there when I was on the highway for that guy with the UND plate. Hit him!
Hit maneuver!
I mean, yeah, I've really enjoyed learning about the history of this matchup. 116th matchup. Series dates back to 1894. It's the 8th oldest rivalry in all of college football.
Wow.
All of college football.
Wow.
Yeah, so
that.
it's tied for age with like Texas A&M, Texas, Oregon State. These are some big-time rivalries. So the ties run deep, as you guys are aware of.
They do, and it's curious. We had a conversation with a colleague here earlier, and we're talking, because it's been 20 years that rivalry kind of died away, and it's almost like a new generation doesn't look at that as a rivalry as in generations past. And man, I think we need to relight that fuse.
I agree with you, Dave. Yeah, I think the current generation of players might not feel the same in the build-up and anticipation of this matchup
as
than
compared to South Dakota.
Right.
Yeah.
South Dakota State is definitely the modern. That's the modern rival for the Bison, no doubt, and that's going to be huge here in a few weeks. But
whenever I say South Dakota, I am never talking about the Coyotes.
Yeah, they're just like over there. Yeah.
Well, and part of that is because it's been very lopsided. I mean, since we've gone FCS, we've owned the Fighting Hawks, which that in itself is still weird for me to say, Fighting Hawks.
It is still weird, isn't it?
Yeah, like that's the thing, guys. Like change. There's been a lot of change when it comes to rivalry. Like the Bison went D1, UND kind of said, we're going to stay behind, right? And they were late getting on the bus, and now they're in D1 with the Bison, and the Bison haven't lost to them at the D1 level. They're 5-0 in the 5 D1 matchups that they've played. This is only the second time that the Bison have gone up to Grand Forks in the last 20 years.
Have you been to Grand Forks?
I have not.
Well, there's a reason.
Yeah, probably for a reason. Yeah. And I'm just showing and going on Saturday. I'm driving up, doing the game, and driving back.
There's maybe a Hardee's up there.
Yeah, get in, get out as quick as you can. Okay?
Yep.
Bring your
Do the
food.
job, get it done. Yeah.
Don't trust anybody's cooking up there.
Yeah, that's I actually don't mind Grand Forks. So, with that being said, this matchup, let's look at that coming up.
The Bison Blitz is on. Sam Niederman,
I'm ready.
the voice of the Bison,
Horns up. Go Bison, baby.
joins the Fox Morning Show to talk Bison football. Presented by Pendleton Whiskey at 107.9 The Fox.
Oh, it's our Bison and UND tomorrow.
Both teams coming in relatively good form, ready to chomp at the bit. And we're both 1-1 in conference. You cannot win the conference with 2 strikes. 2 strikes and you're out when it comes to a conference championship.
That's a fair statement, too.
Both
Damn
backs
right,
against the wall. They're going to be hungry. It's going to be loud up there. The last time we were there in 21, which is the first time we had been up there since 03, it was loud. I mean, I'm hearing the stories. And
It's loud. It stinks.
Yeah. It'll be nasty. Like there will be some things said, I'm sure. Yeah, you're gonna have to be cool, calm, and collected. I think if you're a Bison player.
Yeah, and I think it's
keep your wits.
Fair to say that when we were up there last time, their team that they had then probably not as good as the team they have now, and we only got out of there with what?
16-10. 16-10,
okay.
Old, grinded out battle. We scored 3 field goals before getting a touchdown. We had 3 field goals, took a 9-7 lead, and then scored a touchdown late in the game to put it away. But, yeah, they didn't make the playoffs that year. This team, they're coming off of a postseason appearance, UND. Probably, if they handle their business, should be able to make it back. They're a veteran team, returned a lot from last year. The Schuster kid, who's a quarterback, he's pretty decent. He's their all-time leading passer. He's been there for a minute. So the Bison are going to have to play with respect towards the opponent, as I know they will, right? I think they learned a lesson after the USD loss, right? But yeah, big time matchup. I think you look at the Bison in this one, I think that if they play their best, should be in good shape. If they play their best and don't beat themselves, I like their odds on Saturday.
All right, good.
I like that.
You got a score?
I've been thinking about it. I think that we could see a little bit of a higher scoring game. I think we could see a little bit of a higher scoring game.
On both sides?
On both sides,
okay.
yeah. I think they might have the chops to move the ball a little bit. If they're able to throw, they might have a chance
in the air.
to move the ball a little bit on us. I don't know if they'll be able to run.
Yeah.
I think we have an opportunity to get to the quarterback. I think their offensive line, particularly on the right side, is a little more youthful than the left side. Left side's got some guys who have been there for a minute. Right side, we might be able to get home. So hopefully the Bison D-line can make an impact on this game. But, yeah, I would say probably like first one to 24 wins. And the Bison, I think the Bison probably win. If I had to lay out a score, I'd say like 31-17.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
That's a good win.
Yeah.
I take that.
Kind of safe to say that the season's on the line here.
Oh, yeah. Every game is. Oh, yeah, Dave. Every
really is on the line.
Yeah, if the Bison lose another game, you're not going to win the conference. And now you're going to have the lowest seed in recent memory for a postseason run. You're going to probably have to go on the road at some point in the postseason. So it's very important. Very important that the Bison get the job done here.
Back to a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Again, guys, I'm losing more beauty sleep over here. Gonna have to get up early.
We can't afford that.
No, we can't. I got to get up there, and I don't know what to probably leave around 7 and try and get up there in one smooth ride and. Yeah, but they'll do the game, and I'm excited. They've got like a hockey game up there. I know UND hockey is obviously a big thing. So they got a hockey game.
UND hockey rock.
Yeah, hockey against Wisconsin later that night. So they're going to have a ton of people there. I'm just excited for the atmosphere. I love feeding off the crowd.
Mm-hmm. It's electric.
These are the ones we live for. When you're the villain and you get to go on the road and you get to shut down a crowd. There's nothing better than that. There's only a few more better things than that in sports, in my opinion. So the Bison have a chance to play that role and play it well.
Somebody's going to blink, and it ain't going to be us.
That's right.
Looking forward to it, man.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Sammy.
Absolutely, guys. Go Bison.
Now here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
All right, there's that Selectron 6000 giving us a number.
We don't know who it is. We know they're $500 richer.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, happy Friday.
Oh, what the hell?
Who's this?
Who are we speaking with, sir?
This is Joe Sarr.
Joe?
Yes, sir.
Now,
what's that?
you are $500 richer. We're hiring you. You just won the easiest job in the world for this week. Way to go!
Nice. Appreciate it.
You like the spending money for you. What are you going to blow $500 on?
Draw my sorrows watching the Vikings. I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's a lot of beer.
It's a good start.
Maybe you have to buy some top shelf whiskey with $500.
Yeah, we'll do.
Some cigars, some 3-inch thick steaks. Yeah, the list is long.
Oh, there you go.
Christmas is around the corner, too. Don't forget your favorite DJs.
I'll do my best.
Yes, I wear a 3-inch steak as well.
Nice.
Hey, congrats, Joe.
Way to go, Joe.
Great. All right, guys. Thank you.
Hold on, man. And hey, that's just the first of many paydays to come thanks to Johnson's Auto Repair in Moorhead. Remember, they're hiring too. Mechanics, lube, tire, and tech guys. We'll be back Monday with another keyword for your next chance to win $500.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.